You first want to grab 4 packages of these 5-gallon paint stir sticks. I got mine from Home Depot. They do come in a 3-pack, and I just lined them up. And I will be using 1-gallon paint stir sticks to hold these all together. So I'm just using a mixture of my famous Dollar Tree adhesive glue to substitute for E6000 with a mixture of hot glue. And I'm just placing those 1-gallon paint stir sticks all along the back side of the 5-gallon paint stir sticks. The more the merrier, so that way you know that that piece is nice and durable. Then I'm using some of this burnt umber acrylic paint. You could find this at Walmart. And I am going to be using a baby wipe to apply this on. So I just put some of that paint right on top of the paint stir sticks and then just start applying it using that baby wipe. Allow that to completely dry. And as you could tell, it leaves you with this gorgeous looking wood stained finish without having any of those chemicals in your house from wood stain. Now using Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral. This is just a very light gray color. I am just doing a dry brush method. So what this means is I'm just putting a small amount of the paint on my paintbrush and then just with some very light brush strokes, just going all along the board. And this will leave you with a weathered wood finish look. And then just allow all of that to completely dry. Then you could actually go ahead and put this board aside. I then picked up one of these felt pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I am going to be painting it. So I'm using Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. I'm just applying this all throughout the pumpkin. However, if you do have spray paint, like white spray paint will work, by all means you could use that for faster coverage. I didn't have any. I just used what I had on hand. This is what I had. So again, just applying this chalk paint all throughout the pumpkin. Just keep applying it until you are satisfied to how this looks. A little bit of the orange was still kind of peeking through when I was going towards the end, but I was totally okay with that. And then just to give the pumpkin a little bit more definition, I am using a small paintbrush and then applying some Waverly Antique Wax all along the openings, the sides, the edges, and then I even applied a little bit on the inside of the pumpkin as well. Blending is key when doing this. So as you can tell, I even started using my fingers for a little bit, but just blend, and very light brush strokes for this as well. If you go too thick on a part with the antique wax, you could just use your finger and rub some of it off. And then for the leaf, I just added a little bit more of that Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral. Allow that to completely dry and look at that transformation. I think it's so gorgeous. Now go ahead and grab that board. I just placed it right into the middle and then just start adding some hot glue on the back of the pumpkin and then just held that down until that hot glue was completely adhered. And I just think this is coming out so gorgeous. But we have one more step. So just using some wired ribbon and also some cut up fabric that I already had on hand. I did just create a crisscross bow or a messy bow. So all this consists of is just putting the ribbon and fabric down in a crisscross fashion. And then once that is complete, I just used a zip tie to hold that all together. And look at how adorable that is. Then I just grabbed that pumpkin sign. I am just hot gluing some raffia to the top of the pumpkin as well. And then just finding a good placement for the bow, applying a generous amount of hot glue on the back of that as well, and then just holding that down until that glue is completely adhered. Trim the ribbon and the raffia to your liking, and there you go, guys. How stinking cute did this come out? I had so much fun creating this. I hope this inspires you to go out and create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.